Hello,
Hi,
my name is John. Welcome to the IELTS Speaking test.
thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Isabel.
Okay, nice to meet you, Isabel. In the first part of the test, I will ask you some general questions about yourself and a range of familiar topics. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I work as a psychologist.
Why did you choose your type of work?
Well, it started when my mom had trouble with trauma experiences, and I saw her going through really tough times. And then she went to therapy, and I saw how much that helped her. So that's why I got inspired to do that kind of job, to also help people with traumatic experiences.
Okay. Do you think you'll be doing the same work in 5 years? Say why or why not?
I think I still will be a psychologist, but maybe not the exact same role. I hope to specialize more in a higher function so I can help more people, have more experience, and be a bit better at what I'm doing now.
Okay. What skills are required for this kind of work?
I think it's important if you are a psychologist to be good in communication. What's very important as in my line of job is the relationship that you have with your patients. So it's very important to build a connection and therefore do the things that you have learned, so the therapy sessions that you have been taught to do that. But the foundation of the therapy is the relationship with the patient. So the communication is key. Therefore also to do critical thinking and problem solving, because you work with people's problem. So it's also good for you to do a lot of research to do how you can solve the problems.
Okay, good. Let's talk about study. What subject are you studying?
I did a master in clinical psychology, where they teach you different kind of disorders that are now in the world, how they are developed, what kind of symptoms, and the best treatments. And they also teach you like the different kind of therapy there is now in the world. There are some different types like cognitive behavior therapy, but also like different trauma therapies. So they teach you what kind of therapy fits which disorder.
Okay. What do you think you'll do after you finish your studies?
I think I will start more working full-time, work more with patients, gain more experience. I think it's still important to study a lot more about your line of job, because everything is new and evolving. So it's very important to keep studying, to keep researching, but then now with more responsibility and working. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about coffee shops. How often do you go to a coffee shop?
I will go to a coffee shop every time I'm free. So when I don't have work, I like to go to a coffee shop, because it's nice to relax there and do some kind of work in a nice, relaxed environment.
Okay. Do more people go to coffee shops nowadays than in the past?
Yeah, I think so. I think there are more coffee shops than in the past. Also, now they make it more, the spacious more spacious and more creative with plants, or want to attract some type of people, or maybe make it pink or have cats. So they try to be more creative with like the coffee shop to attract more people. There's also now a big coffee culture and different kind of coffees, not only black and coffee with milk. There are now different kind of coffee styles. So I think there's more than in the past. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are coffee shops more popular with the younger people or older people? And they say why?
I think more for younger people now, because they're more advertising also for younger people. They are also more creative with social media to take pictures, which help them to promote their coffee shop. I think still for older people it's nice to go to a coffee shop, but that for them it's more about relaxing and just taking their coffee. And for younger people now it's also the atmosphere that in the coffee shop, how it looks, and how the coffee looks, not only taste but everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Would you like to add coffee shops in the future? Why not?
I think it would be fun to have a coffee shop, but I'm not very passionate about it. I like drinking coffee. I need coffee every day. But it's not a thing that I really want to have a coffee shop of my own. I just want to be there and relax without worrying about all the things you have to do when you have a coffee shop, because you have to do a lot of research, what is important to own a coffee shop, what works. You have to think about the marketing. It comes a lot of things when you're gonna own a coffee shop. So for me, because I'm not passionate about it, I would not have my own coffee shop.
Okay. TV shows. Let's talk about TV shows. What types of TV shows do older people usually enjoy watching?
I think what sparked their interest. So, for example, if I talk about my own experience, my dad likes to watch more documentary, that interest in his field. And for my mom, it's more about dramas in more her culture and her history. So it's a bit different than the dramas, for example, that I watch, because that's more the modern world. She watch more dramas about her type of area, so the more the past, in the past.
Okay. Do young people in your country prefer watching TV shows on their laptops and their mobile phones? Why or why not?
I think so. It's very convenient to watch movie or TV shows on your laptop or on your phone, because you can watch it during, if you're on a train or a bus ride, in an airplane. It's very easy and convenient, and it's always there. And there is now so many different kind of apps where you can stream different kind of shows, so it makes it very easy to watch.
Okay, okay. How important is it for children to watch educational TV shows?
I think it's very important. Kids love watching TV in their free time. So if it's educational, it will help them develop more and learn more than only, for example, reading books. They have usually sometimes the feeling that they have to do that. So if there's an education show to watch at, it maybe sparks more enjoyment for them, and they are more eager to do it.
Okay. In this second part of the test, I will give you a task card, and you will need to talk about the particular topic. You get 1 minute to prepare. You can make notes during this time. Then you need to talk about the topic 1-2 minutes, okay? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's talk about book. Describe a book that has a great influence on you. You should say, when you read it, what it is about, why it is so special, and explain the effect it has had on your life. Let's go, take.
I read a book, I forgot the name about it. It's a Dutch book. I read it, I think it was in high school. A man came who wrote a book about his daughter that unfortunately got murdered by her boyfriend that time. And it tells the story about his daughter and the hardship that she went through with the stalking and everything, but how strong she was, and also what happened after, like for the family, for example. They went through a very hard time, and they talked about what helped them and what can help other people. I think that's why it's also so special to me, because it shows how strong people can be and how beneficial it is to help other people and to seek help as well and listen to people when they are seeking help. What kind of effect it had on my life was more, it made me realize the capability for humans, how strong they is, and it proves more that I want to help people in that certain way. So it was a very heavy and intense story, but it shows also the beautiful things about being a human and being helpful with each other.
Okay. In this third part of the test, you will be asked further questions about the topic in part 2. Books and children. What kinds of book do children often enjoy? What do you think?
I think it's like reading books with a lot of colorful pictures that can spark their imagination. Yeah, I think it will be. They like colorful pictures, at least with minimal of text. Young kids.
Young kids.
Yeah, young children.
Okay. How do young children benefit from the reading books together with their parents?
I think it'd be very beneficial to read with your parents. It can create also, it helps them with educational purposes. It develops also some kind of empathy. It creates also a nice bond with your parents. What's especially important for parents is to give a good role towards their kids. So if the parents love reading, the kids will also develop maybe the passion about reading, because they see, oh, my father or my mother is reading a book, let's also read a book. And if they read together, I think that creates a more tighter bond with each other and help the kid also with the language skills and the empathy that helps of reading books.
Okay, let's talk about being a writer. What factors attract people towards becoming professional writers?
I think if people love to tell their stories or their ideas, they are inspired to maybe put it in a book and reach more people than maybe their close circle.
How challenging do you think it would be to write a book?
I think it's very challenging because you have to think about a lot of things. If you are writing a story, a creative story, you have to be very have a big imagination. Think about multiple characters and how you want to build those characters. And not especially just only writing the story, but also publishing it. A story can maybe take 3 years, and then publishing it takes also a very long time to put it in paper and sell it through the world. So I think it's very difficult to be a writer and to publish it.
Thank you. That is the end of the test. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.